Going?
Go.
I'll be calling you a radical, Kevin Blanche. This is a great event at our great university, Weber State University. You know, I paint with the soup can. I don't have my soup can, but you know how I invented painting the post-ignorance. I take empty soup can and I put it on this. This is the original one I invented with. It's quite a movement. People are painting with tomato soup all over. My gig's post-ignorance painting. But what I want to talk about, I told you guys this would happen. I told you. 4 years after Fukushima, every single word that I said, the New Yorker, Naomi Klein, Chris Hedges would come back like they're, I got to tell you this, I was in JFK last night, waiting for the plane to be de-iced. The guy walks up to me, you know, Kevin, you know so-and-so for the New Yorker did this piece on Fukushima. I said, yeah, I loved it. Didn't know who the fuck it was. So I just sit and listen to his shit. And so then I start telling him my path, you know, and he's obviously been watching, he knows me. I start talking about the cancer, which is the central. Well, I don't want to hear about the cancer. It's too hard for me. You know, that part. Well, there you go. So he starts talking about this. I'm like, well, aren't you guys a little late? I told you 4 years ago, almost exactly 4 years ago, this Chris Hedges, Naomi Klein, the so-called intellectual print journalism media would come forward 4 years later and they'll make millions off writing books, regurgitating. When I told every single bit of it in detail, he wrote a piece about Megan Rice, the nun breaking in. I was at the trial. I didn't see any of them at the trial. But we're here at the university, you know, I don't have my soup can, but they got plenty of soup cans. You know, and this is the original roller that was the soup can was on that I invented with the, as you know, it's not the painting of the soup cans. It's the idea to paint the soup cans, but then you have to fucking paint the soup cans. But this is an outrage. I'm gonna call these guys out by name, and I called them out by name 4 years ago. Naomi Klein, Chris Hedges. Oh, by the way, at Helen Caldicott's, Noam Chomsky was great to me. Robert Shear was great. Helen, you know, she at least took some photos with me. I did kiss Noam Chomsky right on the cheek and Amy Goodman right on the mouth, and they both liked it. Now, who can get away with that? I did it. I have witnesses. I got pictures. Hand me the camera, please, young lady. Thank you for holding that for me. But this is a great event. I think it's an incredible art form. It's called ICANN, and they invented this. There was an artist that invented, well, I shouldn't say an artist, activist that invented this to raise food and awareness for the homeless, which is a big deal in this freaking country because there's a lot of I travel all over the United States. You cannot believe how many contemporary people are homeless. So they make cans and statues out of cans, and you know, they didn't invent it. This has been going on for a while. So metaphorically, it's so perfect because, as I say, it's not the idea to build sculptures out of cans, or excuse me, it's not the building of the sculptures out of the cans, but it's the idea to build the sculpture out of cans, but then you have to fucking build the sculpture. And the sculpture's more than just metaphorically here. The sculpture, you need to be in the street. You need to give of yourself if you're going to be an activist. And it's a great event. Very cool. But Naomi Klein, Chris Hedges, the New Yorker. This was I asked him, well, who are you? Finally, and he says, oh, I'm from the Columbia Review. Oh, wow. So now you're interested in me. You don't want to talk to me now. Huh, you sure didn't for 4 years. So what are you going to do? Try to piggyback? Ain't going to work this time because I beat you to it because I reported in real time as it happened. Fuck you guys. You're not going to Naomi Klein and Chris Hedges. Fuck the New Yorker. Fuck them all. You rats. You fucking rats. You had the film for 4 years, just like you did on the war. You knew where the money traced, and you fucking knew, just like you buried it on the 19th page of the New York Times, just like you buried it on the 26th page on Megan Rice. I was at the trial. Where are you on the USS Reagan? Where are you the whole time? So fuck the New Yorker. Fuck Chris Hedges. Fuck me. Come on. You want to regurgitate? Fuck you. Like I said, I painted the fucking soup can with my blood hanging out of my jugular. Oh, I don't want to talk about the cancer part of it. That's too hard, man. I don't hate it. That's the problem. That's the fucking problem. By the way, I invented painting with fucking soup, tomato soup, post-ignorance with this. And there's people doing it all over. They take tomato soup, they take a roller, put a can on, and they paint post-ignorance on the concrete. By the way, you know I painted all kinds of dogma burgers, all kinds, and don't eat with tomato soup because I've learned it's like kryptonite. You know, if they quit making it, I'll probably, you know, I'll have to go get a welder. You know, what am I going to do? I guess super glue. It's stronger super. And I can prove it. My dogma burgers, we kicked them into the painting. They're still hanging in there. You know, the paintbrush that we threw in with the fries, you can't get it off. Those paintings are spectacular. So, fuck the New Yorker. Fuck the Columbia Review. Fuck Chris Hedges. Fuck Neil McLeod, the fucking intellectuals in New York. You made fucking intellectuals. You got the dogma fucking radical fucking feed 'em red meat right. And then you got the I'm the fucking intellectual fucking look how smart I feminist fucks like in the art community. Feminist art destroyed the art community. There's no strong art. And by the way, it has nothing to do with sexuality. Some of the strongest, most masculine fucking finest fucking artists I know were gay, man. I mean, the last strong artist was this guy, wasn't he? Wasn't he gay? Yeah, he was no feminist. You know, Andy? Oh, hi, Andy. That's what I got. Hi, Andy. Mr. Warhol. My buddy. He'll give you a great thing. Really physical in New York. Right after Andy got shot, he was training. He thought, well, I'll just put Andy down. This guy is a physical hockey player, intense physical. He says, Andy slammed me down and arm wrestled so fast. Mr. Warhol, you think Jackson? Jackson would have, he wouldn't have kicked these cans over. And by the way, I pissed in Vanderbilt's original fireplace. I did it. There's photographs of it. You know, so I don't have much sleep. Off to California. I'll be there the 9th or the 10th. Lonnie's got the information. She can let you know on our website. I'll be at and we'll start the walk, which I've done over and over and over. So, see in California. For the rest of you fucking fake, fucking false equivalent hypocrites who can't get off the keyboard and fucking even do anything. What a fucking country we've evolved into. A fucking softball, fucking coward weaklings. Get off your ass and paint the fucking soup can. Post-ignorant, stand tuned.